For the people that know me, you're probably going to be like, really? Pokemon? When I was a kid, I loved the games, not so much into the cards. I used to collect them casually. I mean, we all did at school at one point, but it wasn't a big thing for me. But recently I was watching some YouTube videos, as you do, the old scroll. And I came across a guy called Leonhardt, well, that's his YouTube name. And he opens old and new cards, and I don't know, it's just really interesting to watch. And I watched a few of his videos, and by the end of it I was like, oh my god, where are my old Pokemon cards? And my brother and I had a few stored in a box back home in my mum and dad's house. And I called her up, she got them out. Wasn't much there, to be honest. But I was like, you know what? I love Pokemon, the games. Maybe I can collect these cards. It'd be a bit of a laugh. And I started doing some research, and geez, guys, they're worth a lot of money now. I was shocked. And essentially, a couple months passed, and I wasn't living at home. I was living overseas with my partner, and we were just working in France. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to buy a pack. And I remember the old booster packs you could buy. I collected Yu-Gi-Oh as well for a bit, and they're like the metallic paper packs you'd buy. So I started Googling them, and yeah, they get pretty expensive. Anyway, I found this particular booster pack, and said it was first edition, and I'm like, oh, I might as well collect the first editions if I'm going to do this. And so I bought this pack. I'll just show you down here. And so essentially, I bought this pack here. So a lot of you probably remember this. The people that do collect cards would recognize this pack straight away. And I was like, man, this is nostalgia. So 2 weeks later, I received this in the mail. And to be honest, I actually messed up because it was advertised online as first edition. And for those in the know, the first edition card packets actually, see, I've got another one here I'll talk about in a minute, but see that one there? That's actually, that means it's first edition for the booster pack. That's a different set called Jungle. So this is base set, and this is the second set called Jungle. Essentially, they printed different runs, being a first edition run like a book when it first released, and then there was a second run that didn't have this stamp on it, this stamp here, but it wasn't what the final set became. Essentially, it was Shadowless, but that's a story for another time. And then there was the final set, which is Unlimited Run. And basically, they printed a lot of this particular set, which is the Unlimited Run. And needless to say, I was a little disappointed when I realised I bought. This was $100 Australian, which wasn't too bad really, but turns out the first edition packs are a lot more expensive than that. So maybe it's for the best. But no, it was always lost. I sat there with my wife, and she thought I was crazy, and I'd spent $100 on some kids' toys, essentially. Classic me. But anyway, there's the pack. I was super excited, and lo and behold, there's one card in particular that everyone wanted as a kid, right? It was the Charizard holographic. Charizard being most people's favorite Pokemon from the first generation moving forward. And it was pretty uncommon to get it in these packs, let alone the fact that these are now 20 years old. And they're getting pretty scarce, hence the price of them. But I don't know whether it was like luck or that beginner's luck I was talking about, when you go and you gamble on something and you pull it off the first time and it hooks you. Well, what did I pull? None other than the holy grail of Pokemon cards, essentially, bar the fact that it's not a first edition. But it was in pretty cracking nick. And I didn't have sleeves or anything at the time, of course, because I was a noob and didn't know what I was doing. But since then, I've done a lot more research, and I've bought some sleeves and these card protectors, which are called top loaders. I'll show you the back. Hopefully you can see that pretty well. It's in good nick. There's a couple little problems with it, like tiny little specks, but I think some of those specks you'll see are actually on the top loader itself, not the actual card. But yeah, I'm not going to take it out because every time I do, I'm worried I'm going to damage it. And I'm actually going to get this card graded because I think it will probably end up with a 9. hopefully. I mean, I'm not being too optimistic about a 10, but if it would, oh my god. And you should have seen my reaction. I was... And there was no one there to share it with because no one gave two shits, to be honest. They thought I was insane. So yeah, that essentially was probably the worst thing that could have happened, because after that, what did I want to do? I wanted to buy more packs, and now I have like a shoebox worth of cards, and as you can see underneath, I printed off a list and I'm slowly working my way through. I'd like all first editions, but guys, it's so expensive. It's going to be, I don't know. I don't even know if it's feasible now. Like, the amount of money I need to spend is astronomical to get a full set in good condition, and I don't feel like I want to collect bad condition cards. But I have a few first editions, as you can see, and I've got the other list behind I'm slowly working on. Sorry, it's a bit hard to see, but yeah. Jungle set. And Fossil and Team Rocket. Team Rocket you can't really see. Hang on. Turn it up for a sec, but yeah, there's the Team Rocket. Essentially, my plan is to collect the first 4 sets. I'm actually collecting more now, but like some of the Neo sets as well. For people that don't understand what I'm talking about, basically they continued on, and they were printed by a company called Wizards of the Coast up until I think the end of Neo. I could be wrong. Tell me if I am. But yeah, essentially they stopped printing at that point, and they're like the old generation of cards. There's so many new ones now, and they've changed the artwork design. But I'm really like passionate about collecting the older sets, because that's my childhood more than the new cards and the new Pokemon. I wouldn't even know some of the new Pokemon, but the old ones are like pretty swept up on. I think I played the video games up until X and Y. Even then, I wasn't particularly that keen on it anymore. But yeah, this has been amazing. So essentially, I want to do some videos and unpacking these other packets that I've bought, these first edition Jungle packs. There's actually 2 in here I bought online, so there's 4 there to do. And I've also got 2 custom packs that I bought online. I'm using the other one as a weight at the moment, so I can't show you it, but 2 of these done by Happy Mask Merchant, which I'm pretty excited about opening. Essentially, these are made by an individual who sells old school cards, so I don't know what will be in there. Could be nothing, could be something great. But I thought I'd share the reaction and yeah, just talk through it. I'd like to make some more videos like this. I will do some other things, like just apart from Pokemon, but this is just going to be purely a little mini series, I guess, and see how far I get with it. But yeah, I want to sort of catalog my collection, talk about some of the cards I like. What else? Yeah, talk about, maybe look at some other artwork online that I think's cool. And yeah, we'll just sort of see how it evolves. But yeah, without further ado, let's crack on with opening a pack. So I bought, I'm going to start with this pack here, which is one of the Happy Mask Merchant packs. I bought these online in an auction, and yeah, they weren't too expensive. I think I got them both at around $50. Like, I know that sounds like a lot of money, but not. If the chances are you're going to get some all right cards, and I was willing to take the risk. I made some good tips during my work, and had some extra cash, which I was very happy about. So yeah, without further ado, let's crack on with the first pack. Scissors. Carefully snip the top. Pull out the cards if I can, the edge. Alright, so some of them aren't in the best condition, so that's not a great start, but we'll see how we go. So I can feel one's got a card sleeve right there, so I'm assuming that's going to be one of the better cards. So maybe I'll just, oh, there's a Japanese card there. Flick through, and oh, there's a few here with sleeves. I'll put them there, just so we can see what I'm doing. So I'm not looking at the camera anymore. You'll just see my face, but maybe you'll get a cool reaction. We'll see. Okay, so first card, Flip it over. Got a first edition Tauros from the Jungle set. Oh, that's amazing because I'm collecting jungle sets right there. Ba-ba-bum. I might put that there so you can see, but that's awesome. That's coming from the jungle set, and that's actually a pretty nice card. I won't go too far into it because this is already 8 minutes long, and I don't want the video to go on for days. So I'll do one of these, and I'll do one of the jungle sets, and that will be it for this video, and then I'll open them more in the next video. Okay? Otherwise, it get pretty boring. Okay, so that's the first card. Second is Cloyster, which is not in the best condition, but you know, pretty cool. Oh, and the first edition Omastar, very nice, and that's from one of the Neo sets. I can't remember exactly which Neo that is, but like I said, I don't really collect those as much, so I like having them, but I'm not going out of my way to buy them at the moment. I probably will in the future, knowing me. I get pretty obsessive about it. So there's Quilava, one of my favorite Pokemons from the second generation. I'm going to put him there because he's a mad dog. You know, the All-Star Dratini. First edition Graveler from the Fossil set. Another first edition. Boom. Big fella. Kadabra. Abracadabra Alakazam. Oh, first edition Eevee. Another Neo. Oh, people will be frothing on that. There's just like a session with Eevee cards. Don't really get it, but you know. Seal. First edition Erika's Bulbasaur. Another first edition Weezing from Fossil. Sentret. First edition Skiploom. Oh, heaps of first editions in this one, guys. Misty Shelter. Lieutenant Surge's Voltorb. Sorry, I'm putting him in the wrong spot. Looking in the wrong place. Misty Staryu. They're from Gym Heroes series. Sabrina's Mr. Mime. Dork. Goldeen from Jungle, but not first edition. Remember, I don't know if I mentioned it, but yeah, you can see the first edition symbol there for people that don't realize. Giovanni's Nidorina. Blaine's Mankey. Misty's Horsey. Ponyta. That's a base set card. See, there's no symbol there for the base set. Promo Unknown. Oh, I haven't seen that one before. I like that artwork. I like that. It's cartoony artwork. That's really cool. So some Japanese cards now. Cranky Misty with a Psyduck. Japanese Meowth. Trainer. And Oddish. Now for the main event. First of the cards that are in packs. Whoa! Holy crap, guys. So this is the Venusaur from base set. And just like the Charizard I caught in that other pack, I've just got another of the starters. Wow, that looks in such good condition. It's not first edition, but that is an amazing pull. Wow, look at the artwork on that. Look at that shiny holofoil. Wow. So just remember, these were made back in the late 90s. 90s on the bottom there. You can see the 1995, 96, 98. Wow. How's the back look? It's got a little bit of whitening, but geez, that is a lovely card. Oh my god. Yes! Yes, that is amazing. That's a lovely card. Okay. And next, oh, another holofoil Electro from Jungle. Oh, and that's in lovely condition as well. Gosh, that is amazing. Man, these packs are just so good. Not a bad start, is it? Not a bad start for a random pack I bought online. And the last one, but not least, shiny Kangaskhan. Another Jungle set. But the beautiful card again. These are in great condition, guys. So that's amazing. That's really good. That's a really good pull for the first set. First time. Okay. So not bad. Pretty pleased with those three there. I'll put that at the front. The Venusaur is probably the best of those three. I'm not sure on prices, but maybe I'll chuck them up later in the description of the video for how much, say, these would be worth. and a couple first editions I'm pretty pleased with, because I'm trying to get the full sets of all these cards, and these are all in really good condition. So these will be part of my first edition sets that I'm building, and I'll share more of my sets in other videos. Anyway, I'm gonna end that there because the video is about 13 minutes long now, and yeah, I don't want it to go for too long. I'll open some more packs in the next video. All right, ciao for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to subscribe if you enjoy what you're seeing. I'm going to try to do more and more of these. I don't know how frequent it will be to start. We'll just see how my times go. But yeah, I'd love to do more. And if you're enjoying, just leave something in the comment, and maybe your favorite cards from the base set or the jungle set, depending on which one you like more, because they're the first generation of Pokemon, basically. But without further ado, I'll catch you later. Peace.